You know that feeling when you accidentally buy something in a game? What if I told you it was never an accident? A massive lawsuit against Fortnite creator Epic Games just exposed the gaming industry's darkest secret. They were forced to pay a $245 million settlement for using dark patterns, intentionally confusing and manipulative designs that trick players into making unwanted purchases. You might think you're just bad with buttons, but the truth is much more sinister. The game's interface was designed to make you fail. Every accidental purchase was a carefully planned psychological trap, proving that game companies aren't just selling fun, they're selling addiction, and they've made billions from your mistakes.
You feel a real connection with your favorite streamer, right? That connection is actually a carefully crafted illusion designed to take your money. It's called a parasocial relationship, a one-sided emotional bond that streamers intentionally cultivate. They use what researchers call emotional labor, faking intimacy and even using their own mental health struggles as a tool to build trust and encourage donations. You think you're supporting an artist you care about. But what are you really funding? You're not their friend. You're a customer. The entire business model is built on exploiting loneliness and the human need for connection, turning your emotions into their profit. It's manipulation, not friendship.
Your favorite game knows you better than you know yourself. In fact, it's literally reading your mind to keep you hooked. The gaming industry has a dirty secret. They are obsessed with your data. They track every click, every decision, and every emotional response to build a psychological profile of you. This data is used to optimize games for maximum addiction potential. But it gets even scarier. The next frontier is here. It's called neurogaming. Companies are now using technology to monitor your actual brainwaves while you play, allowing them to see exactly what triggers excitement, frustration, and addiction in your brain, then re-engineer the game to exploit it perfectly. They're not just in your head, they're rewiring it.
Ever wonder why you never discover amazing new indie games anymore? It's not because they don't exist. It's because they're being systematically buried. Experts call it the hidden gem problem. Steam, the biggest PC gaming platform, has secretly changed its algorithm to favor big publishers with huge marketing budgets. This means that incredible games made by small, passionate teams are now invisible. You think you're browsing a store, but you're actually in a walled garden. The system is rigged. Steam is no longer a meritocracy, it's a pay-to-play battlefield where creativity is crushed by corporate cash. And you're missing out on the next generation of masterpieces because an algorithm decided you shouldn't see them.
Why are kids so obsessed with their phone games? The answer is terrifying, and it has nothing to do with fun. A shocking new report shows 93% of kids now prefer mobile gaming, but it's not because of convenience. Mobile games are engineered to be far more addictive than console or PC games. They use a constant barrage of notifications, social pressure, and micro-rewards to create psychological dependency. You might think it's just a harmless pastime, but the truth is, children are being systematically conditioned to prefer the most manipulative form of gaming, creating a generation with brains wired for gambling-like mechanics and exploitative spending habits from childhood. It's a trap, and they walked right into it.
That feeling of community on Twitch, it might be the most dangerous thing on the internet. The platform is designed to breed fake, one-sided relationships that are ruining people's lives. Researchers have found that Twitch's entire structure fosters parasocial relationships, where viewers develop intense but completely imaginary bonds with streamers. This isn't an accident. It's the core of their business model. Streamers are incentivized to fake intimacy and exploit their most vulnerable fans. The platform profits from loneliness. It turns the human need for connection into a transaction, creating an epidemic of unhealthy attachments and financial exploitation, all disguised as community. It's a social experiment that has gone horribly wrong.
At what age do you think gaming addiction starts? College? High school? The answer is 10 years old, and it's by design. A horrifying new study found that children as young as 10 are now showing signs of clinical-level gaming disorder. While pre-existing mental health issues are a factor, the real problem is the games themselves. Game companies know exactly which kids are most vulnerable. They specifically design games with psychological triggers to exploit those vulnerabilities. The addiction isn't a bug, it's the primary feature. They are intentionally hooking children for life, and it's happening right under our noses. This isn't entertainment, it's a public health crisis created for profit.
What do your favorite mobile game and a Las Vegas slot machine have in common? Absolutely everything. The secret to making a viral game has nothing to do with fun or creativity. It's about psychology. Game companies are now openly using the exact same techniques as casino slot machines to get you addicted. It's a science called variable ratio reinforcement. Every loot box, every surprise reward, every daily bonus is a calculated psychological trap designed to trigger the same addictive dopamine rush as pulling a lever on a slot machine. The fun is just the bait. The addiction is the real product. You think you're playing a game, but you're actually inside a digital casino designed to never let you leave.
Your video games are spying on you, but they're not just collecting data, they're building a psychological profile to control you. Every single action you take in a game is being tracked, analyzed, and stored. Companies know when you get excited, when you get frustrated, and exactly what makes you spend money. This isn't for improving the game, it's for improving their manipulation of you. They know what you want before you do. This behavioral data analysis allows them to create personalized psychological traps. They can tailor offers, adjust difficulty, and create social pressure designed specifically to exploit your unique weaknesses, turning your personal data into their most powerful weapon. You're not the player, you're the product.